Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Unique. I'm so glad that you're here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you love just regular schmegular life. I'm just a girl who works a full-time job and I'm trying to just figure it out as a girly in her 20s. That's it. I'm just trying to figure it out. With that said, I am actually on my way to the gym. My husband is currently changing my headlights right now because one of them is out, and I actually got pulled over the other day, and that was part of the reason. So he's changing it. Plus it's raining outside, so that's why it's a little gloomy in here, because it's not late or early as it probably looks. It's just gloomy outside because it's raining. I got me an Alani. I am trying the Orange Kiss, and again, I only got this one because they had the deal at Kroger. It tastes like orange soda. I wouldn't get it again. I really do just love the, what is it, the Strawberry Sunrise. That's my favorite one from Alani, but it's not bad. As y'all can see from the title of this video, actually I don't even know what the title of this video is going to be just yet, but as I am starting this vlog, my birthday is exactly a month away. It's actually 29 days away. My birthday is August 26th. It is July 27th. And so I don't know, just going into this next year, or kind of completing this year and then going into the next one, I just really want to both send off 25 well, or technically, y'all know, technically they say like whatever age you're turning is actually the age that you just completed. So I just completed my 26 year, or I will have been completing my 26 year, not going into my 26 year, but y'all get what I'm saying. Going into the next year, I just want to set myself up well, both physically and health wise, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all the things. And so I have really been working to get some things in order in some different ways. And so the start of that is going to the gym. So that's where we're about to go. All right, y'all, I just pulled up to the gym. The sun decided to come out so I could take that hot jacket off, because that y'all know how it is. Anyway, I forgot my water bottle trying to get out the house, so I stopped at Walgreens to get me a bottle of water, because girl, I'm not gonna be drinking out this fountain in here. That's just too much for me. And then I was like, I know they sell bottles of water in here, but knowing them, they probably charging an arm and a leg for a bottle of water, and that is just not gonna work for me. I'm gonna do the same routine that I've been doing the last 2 weeks, which is essentially like a full body day. I think I'm gonna use all machines though. I've been doing a little bit of, what is it called, dumbbells, and then some machines, but I again forgot to wear the proper shoes for lower body. I got my Asics on. I need to start wearing my Metcons again, because those have a much more flat sole to them, so I have a lot more like sturdiness in my feet. I noticed last week especially that these, I just don't have the same amount of like, it's not sturdy enough with these, because they do have more of a chunky sole. So they're good for walking, and obviously fine if I do upper body, and they're fine if I use machines. But anything where I need like my own 2 feet for real, it's not gonna work, you know. Anyway, let me get in here because it's already late. I'm here a little bit later than I usually like to be, but again, that's just life. I really am just learning to accept the ebbs and flows of life. A few months ago, a year ago especially, if things did not go according to my plan and my typical routine, it would just frustrate me and throw me off and piss me off, and that just is so bad. But I really have learned that the most you could do is roll with the punches, or yes, you can always let things bother you and get you worked up, but that will get you nowhere, because life is literally a sequence of ebbs and flows. It will never be 100% the same every single day. It's just not how life works. So that is, I've gotten to that place by the grace of God, and it really is by the grace of God and the strength of the Lord Jesus Christ, because it's not me. But let me get up in here, girl. Let me go get up in here so I can go home. Just finished my workout. As y'all can see, I didn't vlog much. I got too scared. But now we're about to go somewhere that I really have no business going, but there's this body spray that I have not stopped thinking about since I smelled it a few days ago, so we're going to get it. Y'all know I love Saltaire, and they got a new scent, Chez Soleil. I picked up the body wash when I was in here the other day, and it smells so good that I had to come back for the body spray. This smells so good. It has, where are the notes? I can't remember the notes, but it's just too good. They don't have the little thing right here, but I have not stopped thinking about this since I smelled it the other day. I will be glad when I can get the body butter and the body oil to complete the whole collection, because I got to. Something is looking weird. Something is I don't like about this angle. And it might literally just be the fact that, okay, that's a little bit better. No, I still don't like it. It could just simply be the fact that it's 2 days until my period, so just I look a mess to myself. My face looks round, I look pale. I don't know. I'm just not loving my look right now. I don't know, girl. Good morning, vlog. Happy Tuesday. If you know where we headed to on Tuesday. Tuesdays, we go where? Starbucks. I get my little treat in the morning, and I almost didn't come this morning because I woke up a little late, and so I had my hot coffee, because I have to have a hot coffee to wake me up. You know, it's just something about it that kind of wakes me up, but also warms me up because it's cold in the morning in the house and all the things. So I have to have my hot coffee, but then I get my cold coffee from Starbucks, my iced brown sugar shaken espresso. If you know, you know, with the extra pump of brown sugar. And so that's where we are headed to. And then we are headed to work. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm gonna have to catch y'all up on where I am, like spiritually, because I know last vlog I shared a little bit about where I am, and by the grace of God I'm doing much better. I actually am revisiting a book that I read back in college. It's actually like the guy that I was dating at the time was reading the book, and so he kind of introduced me to the book. But another creator that I watch brought this book up recently, and it really was like a God moment that I had, just that interaction with watching her video and all the things. And so I picked up a copy of the book for myself, and it just really has been blessing me, and it's just been so good. And so I'm gonna have to share that with y'all a little bit later. I had a feeling that this was gonna happen, that I was gonna get here in the line was gonna be really long. Something I find interesting, and I'm not trying to bully, I really am just curious as to why in 2026 don't people just order through the app. Like, I wonder what is it that makes people just like pull to the window and order. I literally rarely ever do that at any place that has an app where I can order ahead. I do not wait till I get to the window to order. It's just interesting. Like I said, I'm not trying to bully. I'm just curious. I wonder what that is. And I guess maybe if you kind of decide last minute that you want to order something, you know, you want to stop and get something, and I guess you wouldn't have time to use the app. But I'd rather just use the app rather than getting up here and fumbling and bumbling around on what I want and all that, when you could just pull up and say, hey, I have a mobile order for such and such, and you could be done. On top of my spiritual update, I don't know why that felt weird to say. My spiritual health update, I have to give y'all a little bit of a career update, because they kind of go hand in hand, because it's just been something that I've been working through the last several months, because I've ended up somewhere that I didn't imagine I would end up. And while it's been a blessing, it has also come with challenges, because I've been reminded that I'm just in a process. And the book that I've been reading, on top of just where I've been seeing God speak to me, I've just been reminded that where he wants me to go, there's a process for my character, you know? Hi, I have a mobile order for Unique Tea, but I've just been walking through this process, and it's not been easy, And I've also been reminded that life is a continual process. From the book I've been reading, it's just been reminding me that this is not my forever home here on earth. And so everything that I am experiencing on earth is ultimately preparing me for eternity. And so how am I going to spend my time here on earth preparing for eternity? And it really has been shifting my perspective, and it's been so rich, but it also has just been a lot for my brain. It feels like I literally feel like my brain is being stretched in a way that it just hasn't been. And I know that that's a good thing. And again, that's a part of the process, and it's been uncomfortable, but it's been good. And there's just still some things that I'm hopeful for, that I just don't really understand. And I'm continuously asking God just to help me, because I don't understand. And I thought that things would look like this. But funny enough, what I read today in the book was talking about how we have to trust God completely. And the question to think about was, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit, but it was saying, if God can be trusted completely, like, what area of my life do I need to do that in? Where do I need to trust him completely? Because he knows everything. He knows what's best for me. He knows what I'm ready for. He knows what I need. And that could just be so hard to wrap your mind around when you don't have something. And it's not even something that's like superficial, if you will. It's something that I feel like is important, and it's something that I do feel like I need, but it's like God obviously doesn't think I need it right now. And so that can be hard to wrap your mind around, even when it's technically good things that God isn't giving you, you know? And so that it's just where I am. I know I just said it was kind of a word salad, but throughout the vlog and throughout the next few weeks leading up to my birthday, I am just going to be doing a lot of reflecting and just sharing with y'all, because this year has been one of the most challenging years ever. It's been one of the most pivotal years ever. And it's just been a year. It's been something that I never could have imagined, that I did not plan, you know? Now, let's talk about Amazon, because Amazon don't be doing right. You pay all this money for Prime and stuff do not come in 2 days. What's up with that? Hello. Thank you. Have a good one. Now, who is that over here smoking a cig? It's too early for that. Okay, she's not shook up. Let me put her in my little koozie. Keep my hands from being wet and cold. My favorite little knick-knack that I bought this year. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I went to a different location, and this is why. This is the one. I went to another location over the weekend. Girl, I'm pretty sure they forgot to put the espresso shots in my drink. I'm pretty sure they gave me brown sugar syrup and oat milk. That thing was so sweet, and it was so creamy. Now, when they handed it to me and I was looking at it, I was like, this looks different. It was still like ombre, like usual, but it was just a little too light on top. It was too light on top. I said, something about this ain't right. Girl, I got to drinking that thing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there was no espresso in that drink whatsoever. I gotta listen to something that gets me excited. Oh. Where you at, yeah. You pick me up when I'm having a bad day. You just can't hear something like that and not feel some joy. Sometimes you literally gotta force yourself. Y'all know I can't stand a loud vehicle, because like my granny say all the time, you can complain, but it won't do you no good. Okay? And I have to remind myself of that all the time. I'm not saying that you can't be honest. I'm not saying you can't air out your grievances, because sometimes you do need to do that. But at some point you gotta find something else to fix your mind on, you gotta find something else to think about, because it's always gonna be something you can complain about, be unhappy about, be frustrated about, be mad about. So it's always something. Always something. Trust me, I can think of a lot of things right now. I don't even know how good y'all can hear me because I turned my mic off. But it's always something. But you gotta choose. My cue.
You and me is like perfection. I've been loving our progression, but I gotta make a confession, no. Lately I've been having questions, oh. See, I've been missing your affection, and this kinda reminds me of the last one. Maybe it's time I learn my lesson, no. Maybe step back from my protection, no. Tell me, am I still your baby, or just holding on to memories and the way you used to make me crazy, oh.
Let's see what we're at. We're at 11,492 steps. So we did hit our 10K steps. As far as calories, we did hit our workout goal. My move goal is 35 minutes. We hit 51. If you've been here for a while, you know that I use the Lose It app to track all my food, my water intake, all of my macros, so protein, carbs, all of that. And I am under 461 calories as of now. I did go ahead and add my dinner. I kind of estimated, I'm making tortellini tonight. We're about to run to the grocery store to get the rest of the ingredients for that, and I've made that meal several times before, so I have the recipe saved in the app. So I just added the most recent time that I made it because it's about accurate. I pretty much use all the same ingredients every single time, so I kind of estimated how much I would eat, and so I'm under 461 calories, which is great. The goal, I don't have a specific goal in my, even though I have it set on my watch just to burn 1,000 calories, but I don't stick to that super like strict. That's just kind of what I set it for a goal for myself. And honestly, most of the time, as long as I am under as far as my food budget, I don't really care. Because the truth is, you just need to be burning more than you eat. And so I don't restrict myself too much. I have weaned myself, is the word I'm gonna use for it, off of a lot of sweets, which I don't eat a lot of sweets. Now, a sweet treat after dinner is where you'll get me, but I don't snack a lot. I don't eat a lot of my calories because I don't drink sodas for real. And if I do drink sodas, it's usually like zero sodas, so like Coke Zero, Sprite Zero. But I rarely crave a soda. Like y'all know, I drink a lot of like Bloom Pops and stuff like that. So those are typically very low calories, anywhere between like 10 to 15 calories. And then my coffee is pretty low calorie. That's probably the highest calorie drink that I drink every single day. That's about the most empty calories that I drink. I consider, or most people consider, drinks to be empty calories because they literally don't do anything for you. It's just a bunch of calories with absolutely no nutritional value. So I don't consume a lot of empty calories at all. Typically, my issue over the years have just been I overeat a lot. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach, and I'm just eating too much food. When I started counting my calories and weighing my food and stuff like that, I realized just how much I was overeating most of the time. Like, I would just convince myself that I wanted thirds or even sometimes seconds. And it's just like, you just have made it a habit to get seconds and to get more or to eat that much. So when I really started to look at serving sizes and all of that, I realized, oh wait, that actually does fill me up and I actually am full. I'm good. So you'll be surprised what you find out when you actually start paying attention to it. And yeah, I kind of just went on a tangent. That's not what I was trying to get into. But what I was turning on the camera to say is I kind of shrunk my workout because my cycle did start. And so I was in there and everything just felt super heavy. And I was just like, what's going on? And then I put two and two together. Everything just felt super heavy. My energy dipped, even though I had an energy drink. That did help. It gave me something. I think if I didn't have the energy drink, I would have been a lot worse off. But I did feel my energy dip a little bit, and so I cut my upper body. I did what y'all saw, but I did real light, and I kind of cut some of my sets short and then just walked the rest of the time because I was just like, I actually don't have it in me. But I'm proud of myself for pushing through. I was telling my husband the other day, I'm so proud of myself because an issue that I have had for several years is whenever I don't feel like doing something, I don't do. Like, I allowed myself that freedom, and while I do think that that is beneficial, there's wisdom in like listening to your feelings and all of that, I was at a point in life where I did that way too much, and I never just knew how to push through challenges. So if I didn't feel like doing something, I didn't do it, and so that left me just not doing a lot of things, you know. And so I had to learn to push through how I felt, get over myself sometimes, and just do what I needed to do. And so I'm proud of myself that I've come out of that place, that I've matured in that way. And yeah, let me stop yapping because I need to go to the store, get ingredients for dinner, and get home to make dinner because I'm also just ready to go home. So
welcome, valued customer. Place your item in the bagging area. If you have your shopper's card, scan it now. Remove all purchased items.
have a good one. Hey vlog, happy Friday. We are about to head out, and if you cannot tell from my shirt, we are headed to see the Spider-Man movie. I forgot what it's called. Brand New Day with Tom Holland. I'm very excited. My sister and my mama went to see it this morning, and they said that it was so good. And so we are headed to see it. It is technically like opening day. I know they have it like available to view the night before, but we just landed on Friday, like official opening day. Let me show y'all my little outfit because I had to be a little festive. I got this little Spider-Man, or it's just a spider. It's a spider shirt from JCPenney, and then I got Scissor Happy, and I cut it into a little crop situation. I want to cut a little V-neck situation here because I always do that when I cut at the waist and then here, but I think I'm gonna wait just in case. I'm not gonna overdo it because I just don't need to, because it was too long and it was just a little too fitted, and I wanted to be very comfortable. I like to wear pants at the movies because the seats touching my legs just bothers me a little bit. I don't know what purse I want to wear, but I want to bring a purse big enough to bring y'all in. We're gonna go get dinner first at this sushi spot that we went to a couple vlogs ago, actually, or a few vlogs ago now. It was pretty good. So we're gonna go there before we go to the movies and whatnot. And so I just wanted to check in with y'all because it's been a few days, I think. Did I see y'all yesterday? I can't remember. I don't think I did because I can't remember. So just wanted to check in with y'all as we get into the weekend. But let me finish getting ready so we can head out so we ain't rushing, because I like to get to the movie early. I like to sit in the previews.
That's why I was stepping, tell them it's. Keep that.
Chance. Alright vlog, y'all know how this AC is in here. It's kind of loud. I'm gonna put my contacts in because we are actually gonna see the movie in 3D. I have not seen a 3D movie in years. I can't even recall the last time I saw a 3D movie. I think it was the only one that was like left. I think, was that why? Or you just wanted to see a 3D movie? What was the reason? You just wanted to, or this was the only one available?
Available at this time.
Okay. Let's do it, vlog. When I tell y'all I am so excited. I couldn't believe that the last one came out in 2021. It don't feel like that long ago, but I guess when I think about it, it actually does feel that long ago. Thank you. Hey vlog, happy Saturday. I probably look as rough as I feel because I don't know what happened when we left that movie theater, but girl, I don't know. I think I might have just been dehydrated or something because I had a headache. I felt tired. I felt kind of like nauseous, like it was so weird. Like I almost felt like I couldn't walk. I felt kind of faint. We had to stop at the gas station to get me some water. Well, me and my husband, we needed water because we both just felt off, but I felt worse than he did. Like I was in the car and like even the car moving like was making me feel sick. I thought that I was going to hurl. I don't know what that was about, but I was like, I have to get horizontal immediately, because just sitting up was making me feel sick. I don't know what it was. I don't know, girl. I was telling my husband, I said, that was a great experience, but I don't think I need 3D movies. I think it was some sensory stuff. I think I was dehydrated. I think I was tired. Fridays are my longest days in a very interesting way. Like I'm up very early. And so at that point, I had been up since literally 4 a.m. And we saw the movie at 7:30. Movie was longer than I even really knew. We didn't get out of there until like 10 o'clock. So 2 hour movie basically, because obviously you got 30 minutes of previews, but 2 hour movie, and it was just a lot, honey. And when I think about it, we had dinner. I did have me a lemon drop at dinner. I had some water with it. Then we got to the movies. As y'all saw, we got popcorn, we got candy, and we ended up getting a Coke Zero. But baby, we should have got some water. I told my husband when we left, I said, I do not see how people don't drink water. I cannot imagine a life in a world where I do not drink water like a fish, because I felt horrible. I felt horrible simply because I had not had water in like 2 hours. I hadn't had water since we left dinner. Girl, I feel horrible. And I'm still kind of recovering now. I woke up still with a headache and I took some medicine because I tried to get up and just like let it wear off, but it didn't. So I took some medicine, which I have some extra strength. What is that? I can't think of what it is. Maybe not ibuprofen, but it's like migraine specific medicine actually, because I get headaches quite often. They can be really bad. When I was younger, I actually had to take prescribed medicine for headaches that I got. And I don't get them as much as I used to when I was a kid, but I do have little spurts of them now as an adult. And so typically a extra strength like headache or migraine medicine usually helps to knock it right out. And so I'm waiting for that to kick in. I got my coffee, which honestly might not have been the best decision when I was just saying I was dehydrated last night, but I wanted something warm. And I do have tea, but no, we got some other tea up there. I could have had tea, but I really just wanted my coffee. So, girl, anyway, this is probably where I'm going to be all day. Right here on the couch. My husband was asking me yesterday, like, what are my plans for the weekend? And I said, I have nothing planned. I don't. And I didn't do anything last weekend either. I considered going to the gym today just for something to do, because I do notice on weekends, if I don't have a plan which is I'm trying to work through this. But if I don't have a plan, I end up spending money and I end up doing things that I don't need to do. You know what I mean? I end up walking around TJ Maxx or something. Actually, I don't do that anymore. But I have found that when I don't find something or like kind of have some type of plan, even if it kind of is a plan to do nothing, if I don't have a plan or a plan to do nothing, I don't know, my mind would just find something to do, and it always ends up being something revolving spending money, and I don't need to do that. So I think I'm going, now that I'm just kind of a little, not down and out, but I'm just not feeling 100%. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely just gonna sit here on the couch. I might read a book. I might watch some vlogs. Part of me is like, I really don't need to be doing anything that causes my eyes to have to move too fast, which is why probably a vlog isn't the greatest decision, because it's obviously, just the light from the screen and all of that. I think it might, because my headache, I kind of feel it in my eyes a little bit too. And so I think part of it was a combination of things last night, but I think also having to wear my contacts. I wear my contacts as needed. I do not wear my contacts as often as like my husband does. I always wear my glasses. And so I think, I don't know, just maybe wearing the contacts and then obviously putting on the 3D glasses and the 3D. I think it just might have strained my eyes a little bit. It was just a lot. It was a lot going on. But all of that to say, the movie was great. I love the art of Marvel because it literally is an art. They literally do cinematic masterpieces. I love the effects and all the things, and it was cool to see it in 3D, because y'all know when 3D there's things that are coming at you, and there was this really cool moment where there was this like piece of metal in the movie, and it literally like jumped out at us where you could almost grab it, and like there were very few moments that were that intense 3D, and then obviously you have kind of just the regular like 3D whatever. But I think why I love Spider-Man so much, because I've not seen really many other Marvel movies. It's really only Spider-Man that I'm really into. But I think just what I love about it, and what I love about this, like, not generation, but this universe, the Tom Holland universe of Spider-Man. And obviously, this Spider-Man compared to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be very different, because it was literally different times. Like, technology was not as advanced as it is now. And so it's just so cool to see just the advancement of just technology and all the things, and just knowing that technology is what helps make these movies come together with all the effects and obviously the stunts. And I know that that's not technology, but I mean, some of it is technology, because they have them on like the harnesses and all that kind of stuff. And I've been watching a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of the press tours, and hearing them talk about it. And it's just so fascinating to me. I do enjoy movies. It's funny because it's like me and my husband are the same people. I'm just most of the time a dialed down version of him. So things that he goes crazy about, I typically am more just kind of like, yeah, I do like that. That is cool. But like, I'm real simple about it. He also loves like the art of like film. Like, he loves shows. And like when we watch movies and watch stuff, like there will literally be moments where he'll go like, oh, that's a great shot. That's a beautiful shot. Like the way that they shot that, it's great. Like, and for me, I'll look at it and be like, yeah, I guess, but I'm not like geeked out about it. But Marvel, that's one of the ones where I get a little like, no, that was so cool how they did that. It's just so fascinating to me. And so I think that's why I love Spider-Man so much. And I'm sure these same elements show up in like the Avengers and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I just really love Spider-Man. The funny part is, though, I love Tom Holland Spider-Man, but I literally have never seen Homecoming. I've seen every Tom Holland Spider-Man after the first one. I don't know why. Like, I don't even know the origin of the Tom Holland Spider-Man, because I've literally never seen Homecoming. I've only seen No Way Home, or whatever the one is after Homecoming. And I think I've only seen that one because I think I went to see No Way Home first. And then, no, girl, I can't remember. No, Girl, I don't remember. All I know is I don't know the origin of Peter Parker, Tom Holland, Peter Parker. I don't know the origin of him. Like, I don't know how he became Spider-Man at all. I don't know how he met MJ and Ned. Like, I don't know any of that. And so it's just funny that I've seen all the other ones. I need to go back and see them. My sister, huge Spider-Man fan. Huge, huge, huge. She went to see the movie yesterday too. And she got the little souvenir bucket and cup and all the things. And then my mama sent me pictures of them at the movie. She had a whole Spider-Man backpack. I didn't even know she had went all out like this, but I know she loves Spider-Man. She has all the Spider-Man movies, all of them. Every Spider-Man, Andrew, Toby, all of them. And she has watched all of them multiple times. Multiple times. She is a fan of fans, okay? And please believe when Brand New Day comes out on DVD, she's gonna have it. She has them on DVD, not streaming, not Prime. She has them on DVD. Okay, she does not play. She gets down and she does not play. She loves Miles Morales. Do not play with her. Do not play with her. She's the biggest fan, and I love it. I was kind of sad because I was like, man, I would love if we could have went to see it together. Like, that just would have been fun and cool. I'm gonna sit here, drink my coffee, chill out, and I'll come back when I'm doing something more interesting and ultimately when I feel better.